So many times I find that people misunderstand insurance coverage. I want to give you a quick example. I have a friend whose parents were injured very badly in an accident. They were hit by a young driver who didn't have much insurance. In fact, $25,000 per person, $50,000 per incident was all they were covered for. So his parents were limited to that amount, no matter how bad their injuries were, even though they were severely injured way more than that. You see, he also didn't take out uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage on his parents. He wanted them to have just basic liability. So for the few dollars he saved, he really shortchanged his elderly parents. Now, that's because people don't understand insurance and what they should and should not have. So I want to go over insurance in general. First, liability. That's what the government requires us to have. It covers the damage we do to others, either their property or their bodies. Now, you should insure liability for what you're worth. Because if you get into an accident and you have very little insurance, but you have a big net worth, they're going to forego the insurance and go after you personally. So always insure for what you are worth. Next is comprehensive coverage. That covers your vehicle, but that is subject to a deductible. That's for things other than collision, like fire, hailstorms, theft, animal strikes. Then you have collision coverage for collision of your vehicle, no matter whose fault it is. It covers you for hitting anything except an animal. That's covered under comprehensive. Medical payments. That's a no fault coverage that you put on yourself and your passengers. So if there's an accident and there are medical bills, they're paid without question. That is a very necessary coverage. Then the underinsured, uninsured motorist coverage. That pays for pain and suffering, like loss of wages and loss of enjoyment of life and certain disabilities. And it goes beyond what the other person has for insurance. So it protects you. It's for you because about 70% of the time, you're going to run into people who either have no insurance or are underinsured. So protect yourself with UM and UIM. Then we have uninsured motorist property damage. Now, that covers your vehicle in the event that someone uninsured hits you. Now, you can't have that if you have collision because collision will take care of it. But if you don't have collision because it's an older car, but you want to be covered if someone hits you and doesn't have insurance, it will cover your car. Then, of course, there are various endorsements like gap insurance. If you owe a little more than your car is worth, it'll pay off the loan. It goes to about 125% of value. So it's not for buying stupid, it's just for the time when your car depreciates beyond or below what you owe. Rental car reimbursement and other kinds of endorsements. It is important with insurance not only to protect others, but to mostly protect yourself. Don't cheap out on coverages that can make or break your finances. I'm Tom Martino.